These are the two most important skills I need you to learn if you're looking to succeed in the AI era. If you're not, that's totally fine. If you are, because don't get it twisted, AI is the future. These two skills I need you to adopt today very quickly because I spend a ton of time talking to founders, business owners about AI, people, and I spend a ton of time researching and doing my due diligence about the AI industry. And these two are super important. So, number one, it's pretty obvious, but super important, and many people do it wrong. You have to be proactive rather than reactive. And what does that mean? AI is going to take your job. AI is going to create a ton of displacement. It already is. And so you have to be proactive. So if someone was coming to take your job, if your boss came up to you and said, well, someone's coming and going to take your job, would you just kind of sit around all day waiting for that to occur? Or would you actually, take steps in the right direction so maybe you could mitigate some of those effects? Well, I would think of the latter, right? I think that would be probably the better choice, being proactive about it. And so someone is coming to your job, it's AI, we already know this. So you have to be proactive. What does that mean? I need you to try tools. I need you to understand AI because the closer you get to understanding and utilizing AI, the more value you have within the marketplace. And right now, the competition lies within humans, right? It's human to human. Soon it's going to be AI to human, right? In a sense where, again, right now it's competing. Humans are competing because we're using this tech, but eventually we'll get to the point where you're actually competing against AI, right? And to some degree, we already are, but most of it happens from human to human. It's just the human is currently using AI. Now, if you're worried about AI taking over and robots, very, dystopian future, which could very well occur, there's a possibility. I wouldn't worry about that because that's not serving you right now. That's not the thing to be concerned about at this moment. The thing to be concerned about is how do I win in the AI era, and it's being proactive. So, try tools. Don't just sit back. Instead, start understanding AI. And that's by podcasts, books. YouTube is a great resource. There's a lot of free information online. And then also there's a lot of free courses. And I've talked about this before. There are a ton of free courses that you can take. Again, they're free. They can give you, some actually give you certifications, and that can actually level you up, and you can actually put that on your resume. So also consider that. So be proactive, not reactive. And I don't care what you do, to be quite frank. It's just be proactive. Start doing things, right? Like if you're trying to lose weight, the best thing to do is just start doing anything, right? Because something is better than nothing. Number two, so there's two ways you can look at this. If you're a teen or you don't really have a career, for instance, or you haven't been trying to master something. So, if I'm a lawyer, maybe I would look at, okay, how does AI obviously apply to lawyers, right? It's very simple. I just see a ton of people not doing it, right? So if you're in the medical field, how does AI apply to medicine potentially, right? So whatever you've been working on, right? Because again, there's going to be a massive identity crisis. Whatever you've been working on, just add AI into it. Okay, so take whatever you've been doing. This is for people who I have trying to specialize. And again, there's a conversation about the generalist versus specialist. I think you are in this new era, in the new AI era, is become a generalist, right? Before it was kind of the specialist one. Now, since AI can do so many tasks, it's going to be about the generalist, because actually knowing more, you can spread thin, right? That was kind of the notion, was if you spread thin, you're actually not going to get anywhere. But now AI can really do anything. So you're going to be a manager of AI. And the problem is you need to understand a lot of things, just like basically building a business. You have to wear many hats, and that's how it's going to be managing AI. So generalist will probably win. If you have been training to become a specialist, keep doing that. But it's a specialty plus AI. That's what I need you to focus on now, and how to recruit AI into your field. So if you haven't been trying to master a field, the next best thing is to get into AI. That's what I'm personally doing. Okay, I've been in business for a little while, and now I'm transitioning into AI because that's where the attention of money is, and it's gonna be here for a long time. Okay, so I need you to try a bunch of stuff. Try the tools. look at things, read the articles, read how the LLMs work, read how prompting works, right? And just get a general understanding of the AI ecosystem. And I will say this, it would be better to understand kind of the macro perspective of AI rather than the micro, because the micro, as we already see with the LLMs, change on a day-to-day basis. So instead, understand basically the approach they're taking with AI, understand what LLMs are, understand kind of the basic structure. You don't need to understand the very, very minute detail of specific things. And again, if you have been specializing in that industry, by all means, dive into that. For me, I haven't been, and the problem is, again, it switches month to month, day to day, right? I'll be using one LLM, then next thing happens, right? So it changes very, very drastically and very quickly. So instead of spending tons of hours in devoting myself to understanding the minute thing about something, there's no point in really doing that. So understand basically the macro, understand the horizon, understand the landscape, understand potentially where this leads, and also have lateral thinking. Lateral thinking is going to provide you with a ton of ROI in the future here. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care.